So in this lesson, we're going to pay special attention to a particular type of moments problem that involves ladders resting against a wall. Now, the reason I'm giving the specific focus is because these type of questions students find notoriously difficult. So I'll give you an example of such a question now. And here's such a question here. So a ladder AB of mass 20 kilograms rests in limiting equilibrium on rough horizontal ground at an angle of 30 degrees to the horizontal against a smooth vertical wall. A person of mass 70 kilograms stands on the ladder at a distance of 3 meters from A, i.e. 1 meter from B. Before we go any further, let's draw a force diagram. So we want to get all the forces and all the features of this situation on this diagram. So let's start by writing the 30 degrees in there. And we know that the weight of the ladder is 20g, acting downwards. We know there's a person standing 3 meters from A, 1 meter from B. That's 70g, and let's mark on A and B there. Other forces that must be acting, well, we know the ground is rough, so to stop the ladder from slipping, there must be a frictional force, and we're told it's in limiting equilibrium, so we can write F max. The ground must be pushing back at the ladder. I'm going to call that force A because it's acting at A. Normally we'd call it R, but easier to call it A here because it's acting at A. And there's one more force that we haven't encountered before, and that's the force of the wall pushing back at the ladder. And I'm going to call that force B. Now, if the wall was rough, then the wall would also be stopping the ladder from slipping by putting a force upwards as well, much like a hinge. However, because the wall is smooth, there's no such force in this case. But if you're told there's a rough wall, always remember to do the upward force. And there's a diagram now with all forces on. However, given that this is a moments question, we notice that some of those forces, in fact all of them, are not perpendicular to the ladder. We might have to resolve those later, so this diagram might need to get modified. So let's look about answering the question now. So part A, determine the magnitude of the force exerted by the wall on the ladder at B. So we're going to need to take moments here. So if we take moments about A, this eliminates both of these unknowns here. It eliminates F max and A if we take moments about A. But that means now that we need to resolve these weight forces and the force at B to be perpendicular and parallel to the ladder. So that's 20g cos 30, and that one 20g sin 30. This one here, perpendicular, 70g cos 30, and this one here, 70g sin 30. Only putting the ones parallel to the ladder in for completeness because you know that they'll have no turning effect from previous examples. And here, the angle is 30 degrees. So if I resolve that, parallel and perpendicular, I see that perpendicular, it's B sin 30 because it's parallel to the opposite, and down parallel to the ladder is B cos 30. So looking a little bit messy there, but that's unavoidable given how much resolving we've done. So the relevant forces, I'm just going to highlight for the purposes of this. Basically, anything perpendicular to the rod is what's relevant. So we've got that one there, we've got that one there, and we've got that one there. They are the three forces now, the three components of the forces perpendicular to the rod that are now relevant, because we resolved the non-perpendicular forces to be perpendicular and parallel. So take a moment about A now, considering anything going clockwise to be positive. Well, I've got 20g cos 30, turning it clockwise, and that's a distance halfway up the ladder of 2 meters. Then there's a person standing 3 meters up there, so 70g cos 30 times 3 meters minus b sine 30 times 4, because that'll be turning it anti-clockwise, equals 0. So now, rearranging this, we get b sine 30 times 4 equals 20g cos 30 times 2 plus 70g cos 30 times 3. So that means that b equals, and let's put that in the calculator. So put the right hand side in the calculator on the top of the fraction. So we've got 20g cos 30 times 2, and we've got 70g cos 30 times 3 divided by 4 sine 30, which is equal to 1060.88 newtons. So that's the value of the force, that's the magnitude of the force that the wall is pushing back against the ladder with. So part B, hence determine the horizontal component of the force, i.e. friction, exerted by the ground on the ladder. So if we think back to our original diagram, just the blue forces, the only force acting to the left was B, and the only force acting to the right was F. So we resolve just horizontally, we see that all the forces in the positive direction, F max, take all the forces acting in the negative direction, 1060.88 equals 0. So quite an easy one, that one. The maximum friction is 1060.88 newtons also. And then part C, find the coefficient of friction between the ground and the ladder. So to be able to do that, because it's maximum friction, we know that F max equals mu R. Well, we've got F max now. We know that F max is 1060.88. What we need now is the normal reaction. So let's resolve vertically, considering only our original diagram, the blue forces. So forces acting up, we've got A, and that's it. Take all the forces acting down, take 20g, take 70g, like that, equals 0. So that means that A must be 90g. In this case, A is the normal reaction R. Therefore, 1060.88 equals mu times 90g, which means that mu equals, let's put that in the calculator, 1060.88 divided by 90g, which is equal to 1.203. And a common misconception is that the coefficient of friction can't be bigger than 1. It actually can. So mu is a measure of roughness of a contact between two surfaces. It certainly can be bigger than 1. It can't be less than 0, but it can be bigger than 1. So 1.203 indicates very, very, very rough ground. And there we have it, some ladder problems. So the key here is to, possibly in light pencil, when you've got your diagram, resolve on the diagram the original forces to be perpendicular and parallel. to whatever the object resting against the wall is. And that massively helps you be able to take moments. Right, have a go at some ladder problem questions.